Okay, in Indonesia, the one problem is about the parent. When parent they have one, then they doesn't know the curriculum. Nah,
Yeah,
what do you think?
sometimes they are.
Halo, selamat siang semuanya. Ketemu lagi dengan saya Kurniawan Akapunyakur dari Kursus Renang Indonesia. Oke, kali ini kita sedang ada di area BSD ya. Kita sedang bertemu dengan seseorang. Oke, buat teman-teman pecinta renang pastinya sudah kenal dengan orang ini. Oke, hari ini kita akan ngebahas sesuatu yang sangat fundamental ya buat kita semua. Semoga obrolan kita hari ini sangat bermanfaat buat teman-teman. Ya, tidak berlama-lama, saya akan memperkenalkan orang di sebelah saya. Oke, this is Coach David. Oke, beliau saat ini bekerja melatih di klub WDS. Oke, di mana di BSD ya.
Serpong.
Di Serpong. Oh ya, di Serpong. Maksudnya bukan SD. Maksudnya di Serpong ya, di kolam kobra ya. Beliau sudah, mungkin untuk panjang lebarnya nanti historinya beliau akan bercerita. You can story about your history, first time come to Indonesia until now. Okay, Mr. David.
Yeah, so selamat siang for us, and
Yes.
good afternoon because it's already afternoon. Thank you for inviting me today for talking about swimming. Always a pleasure to talk about swimming, whatever the level, basic level or competition level. So my name is Coach David Armandoni. I'm actually the head coach for WDS Swimming Club in Tangerang Selatan, Serpong. Before this or during this, I am also the coach for Jatim, Jawa Timur team for PON 2021 in Papua and 2024 in North Sumatra. Before this, I was the coach for the national team in Indonesia. I used to train mostly the long distance swimmers, the youngest swimmer in Bali and also in Jakarta a little. And I'm French, so I come from France. My background is like a lot of coaches, a swimmer, ex-swimmer, national team swimmer from France. During my career, I also go to university. I follow science and technology about sports. Yeah. So it's all about physiology, anatomy, biomechanic, psychology also for teaching, all that kind of things for all sports. And I was specialized, of course, in swimming because it was my background, but most important was my passion. I don't think we can make that kind of job if we are no passion. That's something we do since always, and we wake up thinking about swimming, we sleep thinking about swimming. That's take a lot of space. And naturally, after swimming, I become a coach, but still learning a lot in university and a lot of coaching clinic in Europe to improve my skills as a coach. I coach in France, and then I come to Indonesia to coach the team from Riau, where I have the role for talent identification to make a team, and I find some good swimmer in Indonesia. Azara, Permatani, Vanessa, Evato were the most known, and then after the national team asked me to take the national team.
Okay.
That's the background.
Thank you, Mr. David. Ya, cukup panjang ya buat teman-teman ya. Nanti kita akan kasih translate di bawahnya, di bawah video. Semoga teman-teman juga paham tentang sejarah David Armandoni pertama kali datang ke sini sampai sekarang hari ini kita podcast. Beliau sudah menceritakannya. Tapi buat teman-teman yang kurang paham dengan bahasa Inggris, nanti kita akan kasih translate di bawahnya. Oke, topik kali ini kita akan ngebahas soal tentang kurikulum renang yang salah kaprah. Oke, ini udah saatnya kita buat revolusi ya. Ini misconception in swimming curriculum, it's time for a revolution. Oke. Ini topik yang benar-benar fundamental. Semoga ini jadi topik buat teman-teman yang melatih renang. Ini jadi patokan awal. Seharusnya bagaimana bisa berenang. Mungkin David Arman ini, can you speak about how important is about curriculum?
Yeah, first I want to say I just at the beginning compare what we used to do in Europe, but not only in Europe, that's what we do also probably in Japan, in US of course, because I've been there, in Australia also because I've been there, in big country of swimming. What we used to do from the beginning, the basic skills, the learn to swim program, and what I saw in Indonesia, what Indonesian coach used to do here. But before, I want to say the coach improved a lot in Indonesia. Since few years, I saw there is a lot of young coach with passion and also using a lot of internet and make their knowledge increasing a lot. And there is a lot of coach with a lot of talent. Sometimes they cannot express everything because there is some older coach who want to maintain their position. Yeah, that's true. So it's difficult for them to go out. But there is a lot of coach who are doing very amazing things in Indonesia. But what I can compare, the big mistake was mainly, if we talk about learn to swim program, the sequences of learning you use and we use in Europe. So that's the main difference.
Yeah.
If I can say about the common mistake I saw to begin to enter in this subject, the main mistake that we can see in many places in the curriculum of swimmer in Indonesia, it's for me there is three main mistakes. The first one is skipping all the water familiarization. Then go direct in the stroke. When you learn to swim, it's important to have a strong familiarization. The second point is using too much equipment and the wrong equipment. I'm talking about the floaties, floaties, but mainly the floaties were attached to the body. It can be the arm floaties or the swim suit with floaties inside. So I understand the parents can use it because they are not professional. The parents also, they need security for safety for the kids. So it's, of course, I understand for parents, but for coach, I never use in my life that kind of things with my swimmer from swim school, with my kids also, and even my wife who is a swimmer, professional swimmer, asked me why you never use it, because it's in the mind of people sometimes to help the buoyancy. So that's a big mistake. And the last one is later, forcing about speed and volume in training instead of focusing on technique. So it's not when you are learning to swim, it's maybe when you are 12 years old, 13 years old, 10 years old. You have so many things to learn about technique, about distance per stroke. Sometimes we want to go too fast in Indonesia, we want to swim fast, we want to win medal, we want to sometimes win the bonus with a medal. So the coach who forgot about this, they just focus on training hard, training long, training strong, but the basic is technique, because after you take bad habits. If I want to come back a little bit before about the first mistake I saw is about skipping water familiarization. Some coach or teacher forgot the basic of swimming. the foundation of swimming. That's only time.
Okay.
Need time. Before going to the stroke, you need to control the balance, buoyancy, front balance, back also. You need to control the breathing in the
system.
water, when you have to hold, when you have to exhale, when you have to inhale, with the nose, with the mouth. It should be perfect. The kids should be aware with this, comfortable with all this. The flutter kick also is big basic of swimming. The flutter kick on back, flutter kick in front, and all the entry, jumping in the water, diving, that kind of things. That's the basic we need to focus on first.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Mr. David. Mr. David. Okay. The question is, I have a question. It's
second point.
Second.
Yeah.
Okay, why is the sequence of swimming technique is important?
Learning to swim, or for us teaching swimming to kids from beginning, from 4 years old, 5 years old, it's like building a house. You cannot, when you build a house, you have to start with foundation first. And after you will build the wall, all the wall, and after maybe we will put the door, the window, and after you will start to install the electric system, and after you will start to paint the wall, and after you will put your furniture inside. Sequences. You cannot start directly by put the wall and paint the wall. If there is no foundation, you will not go anywhere.
Okay.
It's exactly the same in swimming. The foundation are fundamental to learn swimming properly, but also if you want to have a long career in swimming as a professional swimmer, if you don't have good foundation with a perfect control of your buoyancy, a perfect control of your breathing, a perfect control of your body in the water, a perfect control of your entry, something will miss, even when you will be 18 or 19 or 20 years old. Even if you have a good level, something will miss to reach the top level. I have very good swimmer sometimes, but there is some exercise. They take long to understand what I mean and to find the good balance, the good coordination, the good timing, because something missing at the beginning. So that's why the foundation are the same than to build a house. The foundation are floating first. Is the foundation floating in the water, buoyancy, and all kind of buoyancy, front and back. And after you have to develop the horizontal position. When you want to swim fast and without using too much energy, you need to be flat in the water and long. If you are almost vertical, or if your hips dropping down, all this is drag resistance, and you cannot go fast. So if you don't teach this to your kids, to your swimmer, if you don't learn this when you are a swimmer, but of course you will create more resistance than the one who has a perfect position. And also you need to reduce the fear. Being in the pool for kids, it's trauma, because the first time you come to the pool when you are 4 or 5 years old, and maybe you never saw the pool. You come from your house, shower or mandi, bahasa Indonesia. I mean bathtub, or you are alone with your mom, and safe environment. And you arrive there, it's noisy. There is a lot of people sometimes. There is wave. We are outdoor in Indonesia. It's like a big stress. So you need to bring something to the kids to enjoy. To feel that when you come to the pool, you want to come back after. I just saw one of your coach as a lesson just before I arrived here in this pool, and the girl was just smiling during all the session. Already win. He win. He can do what he wants. She's happy, and she will come back next time. Last week I was in GBK, And I saw young kids, 4 years old, having a class lesson. He was crying and crying, and every week he's crying. The mom told me, that's a problem. Because he used to make always the same thing, kicking and trying to learn the stroke, blah, blah, blah. Not enjoying, not playing. Playing. They need to play first. It's about pedagogy.
Yeah, pedagogy. Yeah.
The best pedagogy is, the best way to learn is first when you find the solution by yourself. It's not when someone gives you the solution. If you have to reach something and you find the way by yourself, you will learn a lot. Your body will learn a lot. Your brain will learn a lot, because you will have a lot of adaptation, failure, adaptation, fail, adaptation, fail, and it will grow and it will be consistent for the future.
Yeah.
If the coach tell you have to do like this exactly, next week you will forget. You will have to repeat again.
Okay.
That's a pedagogy. So if we talk about the sequence, the first sequence is about water adaptation, the skills, all the skills, submersion, going underwater, buoyancy, floating, gliding in the water, the streamlined position, perfect, that kind of things, that's basic. The basic propulsion, which means kicking, kicking in front, kicking on back, but the kick is technique. Kick is not with the knee, it's with the hips, the legs are straight. You need to know how to kick. The coach needs to know the technique of kicking. And then after, when you have all these basic skills, you can start thinking to teach the stroke. Before this, we never talk about stroke. In Europe, we never talk about stroke. In America, we never talk about stroke. The stroke, the gaya bebas, gaya punggung, gaya dada, gaya kupu, we never talk about this before the foundation skills
is finished.
It's perfect. And the stroke, the first one, we used to use backstroke in Europe. In Indonesia, it's more complicated. It's better to start with freestyle and backstroke in parallel, because it's too easy stroke. It's easy because if you have already good skills with good kicking, good buoyancy, good position, it's okay. And the backstroke, punggung, we have no problem with breathing. Our head is outside, so it's something easier. And after, when back and free already quite good position and efficient, we go to the next stroke, which are the breaststroke and the butterfly. And the common mistake is to start with breaststroke. Never start with breaststroke first. Never. Gaya dada is too difficult. Too difficult in terms of coordination, timing, and it's easy to swim breaststroke, a kind of breaststroke, but it's not the breaststroke we need. That means you take bad habits, and after it's very complicated with legs like a frog, that kind of things, the position too vertical, the timing very bad, the breathing not adapted, that kind of things. Yeah, that's sequences.
Okay. Next is, how do we distinguish between water adaptation and swimming technique?
A swimmer who cannot float or glide or control his breath will struggle with all the stroke.
Okay.
If a swimmer cannot float perfectly, gliding with comfort, control his breathing system, that means make bubbles, all his breath. When he ambil napas, it's quick. When he buang napas, it's long. If he cannot make all this, the stroke will be difficult to learn. Longer. That's why the foundations are important. If we talk about learn the stroke after we already master all the skills, basic skills, we need to find, we have a protocol for each stroke to teach a stroke. You cannot start directly a stroke by whatever you want. There is a system, a sequencing in the teaching of one stroke, which help you to teach in the good way. For example, freestyle, we always start by kicking. The streamline position is the basic one, and when this position is good, we can add the upper body, the pulling, and the stroke. We never talk about catch, high elbow at the beginning. That's later. Important, we keep the body online, the head down, the kick strong. When we breathe, it's fast. The head, when we breathe with one eye or one ear in the water, that's the good way to teach the stroke. For all the strokes the same. Backstroke, breaststroke is okay. Also, there is a system to bring it to the coach. We have to learn. We have to improve our skill as coach.
Oke. Ini guys, sobat renang. Ini emang ya. Jadi memang basicnya memang harus dibangun dulu dengan sempurna, ya, perfect, sampai mereka yang baru belajar renang paham bagaimana cara mengapung yang bagus, teknik nafas yang bagus, ngambilnya bagus, mengeluarkannya juga bagus, ya, bisa pelan-pelan, bisa lama, atau sometimes bisa ditahan buang, itu bisa diatur sampai mereka paham sama itu, baru diajarkan gaya renang. Jadi kurang lebih begitu ya. Okay, in Indonesia, the one problem is about the parent. When they have one, then they doesn't know the curriculum. Nah,
yeah,
what do you think?
Sometimes they are a problem, but not only in Indonesia. In Europe, can be the same. We can have parents who expect something, but it doesn't enter in our target, because if our position is like me in a club, my target, the target of my coach, is to bring the swimmer as far as possible. So they follow the curriculum I give from learn to swim, and we go until elite swimmer. And there is a process, so you have to follow the process, or if the parent doesn't agree in my club, they can change club.
Yeah.
It's okay. I can explain them exactly why I use this process. The reason because of pedagogy, because of psychology, because of science. If they want something else, okay, just go somewhere else. But when we are in private, it's different. You deal directly with the parents. You have to adapt a little bit to what the parent wants. What I saw is, I used not. Usually, I don't do any kind of private for learn to swim level. But I saw my wife make a lot, and she's good for this, because she knows what is good for the kids for future, and sometimes she listens what the parents expect, and she manages with both. The key is make what the parents expect, probably swimming as quick as possible, freestyle or breaststroke, but if breaststroke, I try not to go in that way, but freestyle as quick as possible. The parents doesn't consider the basic about skills, I mean, like buoyancy. They don't understand why we make starfish, we don't understand why we make streamline, kicking. They want to go direct to swimming, and after this, in balance, we introduce some skills every session, basic skills. Like this, maybe we go a little bit fast to teach the freestyle, but in some time we still include some basic skills, and for the future we did our job.
Okay.
That's the point. But if not, we have to private. The coach is working in private for money, so he cannot say no to our parents. He can try to, but also explain. I mean, we are the professional. We can explain why we choose that way. So some parents are open minds. They can understand very well because it's in interest of their kids. If you present the thing like this, it's good. Some parents don't want, they want something else. Okay lah. I mean, it's private. I mean, we have to adapt.
Oke, guys, sobat renang. Jadi memang masalah orang tua yang punya keinginan sendiri itu bukan cuma masalah kita di Indonesia, tapi juga di Eropa ternyata juga punya masalah yang sama ya. Tapi ketika dia sudah masuk ke ranah klub, memang baiknya orang tua itu mengikuti kurikulum yang sudah dibuat sama klub. Tapi ketika sudah masuk ke ranah privat, maka di sana ada ruang diskusi, komunikasi di mana orang tua bisa bisa mengutarakan keinginan renang, ekspektasi renang untuk anaknya seperti apa. Dan teman-teman yang paham akan kurikulum dan teknik renang, teman-teman bisa menyesuaikan antara keinginan orang tua, ekspektasi orang tua, dan kemampuan anak dan ekspektasi yang akan bisa dilakukan untuk mencapai itu. Jadi ya guys, nggak usah berkecil hati ya. Masalah orang tua itu ternyata bukan cuma di Indonesia. Okay. The last question.
But maybe in Indonesia it's worse a little bit. It's more complicated sometimes.
Yeah, more complicated. Yeah, more. Yeah. Okay. The last one. What does its proven swimming curriculum looks like that successfully develops athletes from an early age?
Okay, so the different phases are the first phase is water adaptation.
Yeah, okay, always.
That's the first one. There is no other way. The first one is how to be comfortable in the water, how to be safe in the water, not struggling anywhere, being able to go underwater, stay at the surface, control the buoyancy everywhere, control your breath, and kicking, that kind of things. That's the basic of everything. The first level is this one. The second level will be foundational for technique.
Okay.
But with the first two stroke, we are backstroke and freestyle, where we include the rotational effect, the breathing. So when freestyle, we have to breathe. It's different than backstroke. And also in parallel of this, diving, streamline, kicking efficiency, that kind of things. That's the second phase. I mean, foundational for technique.
Okay.
The third one is more about advanced stroke, what we consider breath and fly, or stroke for advanced swimmer. More difficult about technique, about connection also between the body and what they want to do. So sometimes need to be more mature. Too young is not easy. You always have exceptional swimmer who are 5 years old, they can swim fly. We can see in video sometimes. But it's exception. It's not common.
Okay.
So don't try to copy.
Okay.
Just follow the principles. Some swimmer can, but 99% cannot. Because they are not ready for this. And we have to respect. We have to adapt our pedagogy, our system to the age and to the capacity of the swimmer, capability of the swimmer. And we introduce during this advanced stroke also some endurance. But endurance doesn't mean swimming long a lot. It's more about endurance by kicking a lot, that kind of things, to build the endurance from the legs, because the legs are the basic of every stroke that gives the stability of the rest of the body. And the last one will be more about performance and development and performance after. Okay, so this phase we learn, we teach how to manage the effort, what is easy speed, what is distance per stroke, what is build up, what is front end speed, what is progressive or descending time, counting the stroke. That kind of things are used by every swimmer in the world who are competition swimmer. That's the last level. So there is four phases.
Okay, that is proven swimming for parents who's looking for a good club. You can find out the proven David said. Oke.
Minggu dia Sinserpong.
Oke. Buat para coach ya, jadi memang kurikulum itu sangat fundamental sekali ya. Buat teman-teman yang melatih harus punya kurikulum, karena setiap kurikulum memiliki tahapan-tahapan yang memiliki goalnya sendiri-sendiri. Jadi ketika kita sudah punya kurikulum, maka latihan kita juga akan terarah, akan memiliki progres yang jelas. Jadi seperti itu. David, can you give a message for our coach in Indonesia?
I want to say what from basic level until competition level, don't forget we don't know anything. We don't know everything at least. That means we need to improve always, always and always. That means we need to learn. And we need to make this job with passion. If we don't like what we're doing, if we don't like to help the kids to reach a target, we are on the wrong position. We find the wrong way.
Okay, thank you, David, for your time. Thank you for the opportunity to meet you today. I hopefully next Tuesday we can meet regularly because it's very inside for me, for us.
Yeah.
Okay, hopefully.
Maybe some people want to talk about something. They can give their not advice, but their question.
Yeah.
Even a subject.
Okay.
Subject.
Okay, we have 4 subjects.
Yeah.
If you.
Yeah, but I mean maybe some people will.
Okay, some
they are thinking, okay, I would like to know about this or this.
Okay. Okay, guys. Kemungkinan ya kita akan secara regularly akan bikin podcast kemungkinan ya. Oke, semoga teman-teman dipantau aja podcast kita. Semoga ini bisa mencerahkan teman-teman, bisa menghasilkan apa ya, atlet yang baik ya, sesuai dengan tahapan-tahapan yang harusnya dicapai dengan perlahan ya, tidak perlu buru-buru. Sekali lagi, saya dari Kurniawan dari Kursus Renang Indonesia mengucapkan terima kasih. Sampai berjumpa di I forgot one. I have merchandise for I forgot. Sorry guys. The last one. Thank you, merchandise from us, Kursus Renang Indonesia. Hopefully you like this.
Oh, thank you. Nice.
For coffee or tea?
Yeah, tea. Coffee sometimes, but
Yeah.
Green tea.
Green tea. I'm addicted from every tea. Black tea, green tea.
Okay, Kursus Renang
Indonesia.
Kursus Renang Indonesia. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sampai ketemu lagi. Kita kalau ada pertanyaan silahkan komentar di bawah. Kita akan tampung semua komentar. Kita akan tampung semua pertanyaan teman-teman. Nanti kita akan ajukan ke David.
Thank you.
Thank you for today.
Yeah.
Me too. Tuesday. Oke, thank you. Bye. Salam sehat, salam semuanya.